just get started right away.
Go ahead. Jump in there.
Excited for the opportunity for our team to be here in Greensboro. Guys are really connected group, playing our best basketball, so excited to see where things can go this opportunity for us.
Questions, raise your hand. Let's get the handheld mic, and again, let us know who you are, who you're with. First question right here, second row.
Coach Steve Reed from the Associated Press. You guys went through a little stretch, 8 of 10, where you struggled and lost. What were you able to do to kind of bring these guys back and get them on the right path heading into this tournament?
Well, our guys understand that, we play in the best league in America, and it's a credit to our opponents. We know every night out feels like a heavyweight fight. So a lot of humility playing in our league that you've got to have in a short-term memory. We were able to remind our guys the hard work they do every day, and that being the more together team, being more connected, more unified this time of the year allows you to, give yourself a chance to be successful. We also expanded our rotation, started playing more guys, which I think has given us more energy as well. And so just credit to our guys continuing to keep their head down and doing the hard work.
Fourth row in front of me.
Austin Bechtold, Pittsburgh Sports Now. Coach, what have you noticed on tape from Pitt in preparation for this game?
Yeah, they're a really good basketball team, and they're playing well, and they've continued to elevate their play later in the season. They've got a lot of experience. They shoot the ball extremely well from the three-point line. They're a team that, with those veteran players, you can see that experience come out, especially later in games. They've been fortunate to win some close ones because of it. So just a really experienced group that is playing for one another, and a lot of respect for them and their program.
Front row.
Coach Corey Chris at DK Pittsburgh Sports. And going along the theme with Pitt, Jamarius Burton made first-team All-ACC from them. He's really elevated his game since coming over from Texas Tech. I was just curious of the experience you've had with seeing him play in prior years and what presents the biggest challenge when it comes to defending him.
Yeah, he was at Tech the year before I got back to Iowa State. But what I'd say in watching him is he's a very physical guard that can make plays. He can back you down and get the spots. He can score at all three levels. He's effective at the rim and the mid-range and from three. He's got a lot of toughness that he plays with. So it doesn't surprise me that he made first-team All-League because he does so many things well, and he's got a great competitive spirit.
Again, front row.
Coach, Blake Hinson obviously transferred over from Iowa State to Pitt. Just what were your experiences like around Blake, and how have you seen his game grow and, going into this game tomorrow?
Yeah, Blake's a terrific young man, and he signed up to play for the coach prior to us. And, I think it's something where he felt like it wasn't the best fit for him. And I think both sides have done all right with it. It's been neat to see Blake continue to play well and elevate his game. And at the same time, we're proud of where we're at with our program. So it's one of those situations where I think everybody wants to make something out of it. And at the end, there's a young man who's playing really well on an NCAA tournament team. And then it's our group that's playing well also. So everybody came out okay in that situation.
Third row.
Hey, TJ, Nick Olsen, 24/7 Sports. How has Gabe's role kind of evolved over the last couple of years, and what has he really meant to you as a Cyclone during his time?
Yeah, Gabe's continued to expand his game. We've talked over and over about what a great worker he is, his character, how important it is to him to be a Cyclone, to do the right thing. And his confidence has grown through his hard work and dedication. And for me, when you see somebody that puts the time in every single day, you want to continue to help them expand their game and create more opportunities. And we've tried to do that for Gabe. And, for a guy to make second team in the Big 12 in the best league in the country, and then also be all defensive team, speaks volumes to just how far he has come as a leader and a go-to guy. So he's expanded it through his hard work, through his confidence, and that he's built, and our guys really believe in him too. So excited to see, what he continues to do here as a Cyclone.
Coach, Pitt had, I think, 8 threes in the game the other night. their three-point shooting and your three-point defense, how much of a concern, how much are you talking to your players about that?
Yeah, I mean, they were 8 for 13 in the first half and came out, and you've got to do a great job pressuring the basketball, not letting them get rhythm threes. So whether that's switching certain things or disrupting or just finding a way to take them out of their natural rhythm, because when they can get in that rhythm, they can get it going. And you got guys like Hinson and Elliott that have been proven, guys as catch and shoot guys to make a lot of them over time. And then you also have, guys like Cummings and Sabanda off the bench, as well as Burton. So a lot of shooting out there for them. And, we're going to need to be highly disruptive because we know that they can really get it going from long range.
Hi, TJ. Mark Freund, WHO 13. You've asked Taman to do a lot in his freshman year. Just generally, how do you feel he's responded and stepped up to what you've asked him to do?
Well, he came in with, great support network, maturity, work habits. As a freshman, it's hard to transition. It's really hard to transition in a league like the Big 12 where not very many freshmen play. And then to do it like he's done it, where we're asking so much of him. He's an elite on-ball defender. He makes our offense go. He gets so many energy plays on the glass. He's a guy that takes tremendous pride in playing for his teammates. And he's continued to elevate his game as our season has moved on. And so can't say enough positive things about Taman, what he's meant to our team and our program this year. And excited about this opportunity for him tomorrow and then his future, because he's got a really bright future. But I'll always believe that starts with, with character and work ethic, and Taman's at the very high end in both of those.
Front row.
Coach, this is a Big 12 versus ACC matchup. Last year's national championship, obviously, was the same matchup of power conferences. How much are you looking forward to representing the Big 12 in a deep field this year, knowing that there's some pretty strong representation and it has gotten the reputation as one of the strongest conferences in the nation this year?
Yeah, I would say the Big 12 has certainly, over the last few years, solidified that standing as the best league in the country. Whether you look at metrics, percentage of teams in the tournament, all those sort of things, it seems apparent that the Big 12 is at the top. We've played 20 games against Big 12 teams over the last 3 months, and that helps prepare you for an opportunity like this. And we take a lot of pride to represent our conference and to do it in such a way that represents all the effort-based things that the teams in our league do, getting loose balls, taking charges, rebounding the basketball, playing with tremendous passion and enthusiasm. That's what we experience night in and night out in our conference, and that's what we hope to carry forward into this game tomorrow.
We also have members of the media on Zoom. If you have a question, please use the raise hand function. Next question here.
TJ, when Gabe came in, I think he was mostly regarded as a really great defensive player, but as time has gone on, we've seen him tap into that offensive part of his game. How would you characterize his development over the last 2 years and maybe the impact he's had on this program?
Well, he's had a tremendous impact in terms of his character, his people skills, his love for being a Cyclone, his passion and enthusiasm to practice at a high level every day has really taken our program to another level. So for 2 straight years to lead and do those things, that's been amazing. His game, because he plays so hard defensively, is great in rotations and closeouts, takes charges, and does so many winning things, we know we need him on the court. And when you need a guy on the court to the extent that we need him, you want to continue to elevate and create more opportunities for them, and also for him to embrace those. So I think where Gabe's been really good this second half of the year for us is understanding where his strengths lie, understanding his teammates want to get him shots and get him more opportunities, and then knowing that he can step up in the big moment, which he's done for us time and time again. Second row.
Coach, tell the country something about your team that maybe the average fan wouldn't know.
Yeah, what I'd say about our group is, we start in June. We start workouts and doing things, and everybody, approaches their process differently. And we talk to guys when they come here about work capacity, and that we believe we're going to roll up our sleeves and do as much or more than any. And what I'd say is we've been really fortunate to have a group that has essentially, dove right into that and embraced that. And so for us, calling on those daily habits, you get to this time of the year and, there's certainly such a thing as your team's playing well or you're making shots, but what we really want is our guys to have a tremendous sense of pride in all the work they've done up to this point that started in June, and knowing that it's prepared them for this moment and this opportunity, because they've earned the right to have that confidence.